Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, chapter 1, the advent of Lord Krishna, introduction, text 14. Please repeat. Sutta Uvacha Evam Nishamya Raghunandana Shaunaka Sadhuvadam Vayasakihi Saha Bhagavan Ata Vishnuratham Pratyarchya Krishna Charitam Kalikalmashagnam Vyahartham Harabatha Bhagavata Pradhanaha Sutta Uvacha Evam Nishamya Braghanandana Sadhuvadam Vayasaki Sabhagavanata Vishnuratam Pratyarcha Krishna Charitam Kalikalmashagnam Vyahartamarabhata Bhagavata Pradhanaha Sutta Uvacha. Sutta Goswami said, Evam, thus, Nishamya, hearing, Bhrigunandana, O son of the Bhrigu dynasty, Shaunaka, Sadhuvadham, pious questions, Vayasaki, Sukadeva Goswami, the son of Vyasadeva, Saha, he, Bhagavan, the most powerful, Ata, thus, Vishnuratham, unto Parikshit Maharaja, who was always protected by Vishnu. Pratyarshaya, offering him respectful obeisances. Krishna Charitam, topics of Lord Krishna. Kali Kalmashagnam, which diminish the troubles of this age of Kali. Vyahartham, to describe. Arabatha, began. Bhagavata Pradhanaha, Sukadeva Goswami, the chief among the pure devotees. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, the founder Acharya of International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Translation. Sutta Goswami said, O son of Bhrigu, Shaunaka Rishi, after Sukadeva Goswami, the most respectful devotee, the son of Vyasadeva, heard the pious questions of Maharaja Parikshit. He thanked the king with great respect. Then he began to discourse on topics concerning Krishna, which the remedy for all sufferings in this age of Kali. Purport. In this verse, the verse Krishna Charitam Kali Kalma Shagnam indicate that the activities of Lord Krishna are certainly the greatest panacea for all miseries. Especially in this age of Kali, it is said that in Kali Yuga, people have only short lives and they have no culture of spiritual consciousness. If anyone is at all interested in spiritual culture, he is misled by many bogus swamis and yogis who do not refer to Krishna Katha. Therefore, most people are unfortunate and disturbed by many calamities. Srila Vyasadeva prepared Srimad Bhagavatam at the request of Narada Muni in order to give relief to the suffering people of this age, Kali Kalma Shagnam. The Krishna consciousness movement is seriously engaged in enlightening people through the pleasing topic of Srimad Bhagavatam. All over the world, the message of Srimad Bhagavatam and the Bhagavad Gita is being accepted in all spheres of life, especially in advanced educated circles. Srila Sukadeva Goswami is described in this verse as Bhagavata Pradhana, whereas Maharaja Parikshit is described as Vishnuratam. Both words bear the same meaning. That is, Maharaja Parikshit was a great devotee of Krishna, and Sukadeva Goswami was also great saintly person and great devotee of Krishna. Combined together to present Krishna Katha, they give great relief to suffering humanity. Anartha Pashamam Shakshat Bhakti Yogam Adokshajay Lokasya Jahanato Vidvams Chakre Satvatam Samhita. The material miseries of the living entity, which are superfluous to him, can be directly mitigated by the linking process of devotional service. But the mass of people do not know this, and therefore the learned Vyasadeva compiled this Vedic literature, Srimad Bhagavatam, which is in relation to the supreme truth. People in general are unaware that the message of Srimad Bhagavatam can give all of human society relief from pangs of Kali Yuga, Kali Kalma Shagnam. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Putadeshamate Bhaktivika Swami Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashate Deva Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Sutavacha evam nishamya Bhragunandana sadhavatam Vyasaki sabhagavanat Vishnuratam Pratyarsha Krishna Charitam Kalikalma Shagnam Jahar Tumaravata Bhagavata Pradhanaha. Suta Goswami said, O son of Raghu, after Sukadeva Goswami, the most respectful devotee, the son of Vyasadeva, heard the pious questions of Maharaja Parikshit. He thanked the king with great respect. Then he began to discourse on topics concerning Krishna, which are the remedy for all sufferings in this age of Kali. Hare Krishna. So we continue to hear the first chapter of 10th canto. So far we were hearing how Parikshit was so eager to hear about Krishna, Krishna Katha. So he puts so many different questions. And the last verse we heard that he was so eager and he just, even though he knew all the pastimes and before, and because from childhood he lived in a whole life as a in Krishna consciousness. So he knew, but still, uh, because the power of Krishna Katha is so amazing and is completely make him not feeling even thirsty or hunger or tiredness, anything. Is brings completely above the bodily platform. So Sunday we heard that how is amazing. Prabhupada explains in the purport that before when he was thirsty and he could not tolerate and he got a curse because of that reaction of that activity. And then he could now just sit for 7 days together and it's amazing. Uh, Sometimes even ourselves we can experience like Janmashtami after the class Sunday. Chitahari Prabhu mentioned. Sometimes people are mental when they are not engaged in the service because they are fasting and they are not able to do, and all the time they're thinking, oh, we are fasting. But the people who are engaging in service, they don't even notice that they are fasting whole day. They are so busy and completely, bring them, out of the bodily uh, identification. They just completely in the spiritual platform, devotees who are really engaged in the service all day, and they don't even notice. It goes like any other day, like when you eat even 2 times, 3 times a day, and you full day you work, even more actually. Janmashtami day, the devotees when really engaged. So even though we are very neophyte stage, most of us, at least myself, surely I can say, sometimes here and there, like sometime when we are blissful kirtan, if you just really jump, you know, just jump and sing loudly in the kirtan, you just participate in the kirtan, and you don't notice the time is how much time is going, But if you stand somewhere in the behind in the corner and look at the ceiling and look at the painting and look at the fan, how it's rotating, all the thinking when you're searching, and every second looks like Yuga Yudam Nimeshe. It becomes, not so interesting. So even we can realize this power of Krishna's name, Krishna's form, quality, anything related to Krishna is so powerful because he's completely on the spiritual platform. So now, in this verse, Sutta Goswami is just before Sukadeva Goswami started answering, he is just telling to his audience that what's happening. So here we see that the translation is mentioned that sadhuvadam, this word, is translated as a pious questions. So Srila Prabhupada says asking question is a sign of intelligence. Sometimes in the lecture he quotes about himself when he was very small, young boy, and he used to ask so many questions to his father. Whenever he goes out, his father would take him sometimes and he would just see, whatever he see, he would ask to his father, what is this, what is this, what is this? His father would answer everything, So asking question is a sign of intelligence. And especially, what kind of question? That we have to you know, we should know. Prabhupada explains that there are in this world, people, everyone is asking questions. There nobody is just, not asking question. Everyone is asking question, but most of them are asking how to eat, how to sleep, how to defend, how to have sex. Ahara and nitra bhayamaituna. For these things they ask questions. But that kind of question are not mentioned here. There's a sadhuvada. Sadhuvada means is pious questions, means the beneficial for everyone, for the person who asks questions and the person who answers the question and who listen to that, everyone is benefited. It's such kind of question. It's a spiritual question. Atata Brahma Jigyasa. Prabhupada says that we have to ask question. In one lecture, after the end of the question, devotees announced, now our Guru Maharaj, means they refer to Srila Prabhupada, and he will answer for your questions. If anybody interested, you can come and ask the questions in the mic. So one devotee is standing. And first question, somebody comes, what is it? Something similar. What is the aim of life? Something like that. I don't remember exact word. Anyway, the Prabhupada say, what is the important thing? Something like that he is asked. And Prabhupada say, first understand yourself. Who are you? That is the most important thing. Then he explained that now this human form of life is given to us to inquire about who we are and who is God, who is the Brahman. Atato Brahma Jigyasa. So then he goes on explaining how to inquire. So inquiry is not just like animals, some basic necessities, how to get, how to do it better way. That's inquiry. It's not really inquiry. That anyway it is available. You don't have to ask for it. Is that all 84 lakhs of species are getting. Elephants are getting their food. Ants are getting their food. And only human being, you have to ask and do hard work, all these things, people they think. But not necessary. Prabhupada explained, everybody is provided whatever the basic necessities by Krishna. So, and this is regarding question that not that anything, whatever you ask is a sign of intelligence. Sign of intelligence when you want to know the truth. The truth is Krishna. He is the absolute truth. So if you ask anything related to Krishna, you really is intelligent because it is beneficial. And then also here we see that because it's a beneficial question, and Sukadeva Goswami also is thanking him with great respect. Sometimes, when you ask question, people don't like to answer, especially when children, too many questions ask to parents or anybody, and they don't know, most of them, they don't know the answer. And they shut up, especially in the schools nowadays. The teachers, they don't know, most of them, Children, they used to ask many questions, but the teachers, they shut your mouth. Don't ask too many questions. They don't allow. Because they themselves, they don't know. But here, Sukadeva Goswami is so happy to hear so many questions, one after another, one after another. Parikshit is putting so many questions, and he is so much thankful and with a great respect he is thanking him. Because he himself is so eager to speak the answers. So, as Prabhupada mentioned in this purport, that today, in this age of Kali, not many people are interested in the spiritual life. Even if they are interested, they unfortunately they go to some bogus so-called swamis and yogis, and they got cheated. So, and many of them, they don't allow to ask you questions. Even if you ask questions, and they restrict you for asking questions. For example, there was one Mayananda Saraswati, one Mayavadi sannyasi was giving discourse on Upanishad or Bhagavad Gita, something I forgot, several years back. And then one of the devotee from ISKCON, he went and, attend the class, and then during class, obviously, as you expect, that Mayavadi says, I am God, you are God, everybody is God, like that, something nonsense. And then in the end of the class, the devotee raised the hand, Swamiji, so you say you are the God. Do you mean you are saying that you are the Krishna, you are Rama, you spoke Bhagavad Gita? Like that, he started to ask question. And then immediately, some 2-3 followers came and tried to make the devotee to sit down and not to ask question. And then he was insisting, no, you have to answer. You talking some spiritual topic, and we are audience, we want to clarify some things. So, and then after they realized this devotee is not going to stop, and then Swamiji just stood up and went behind the stage. He could not answer. So, here, discussion between Parikshit and Sukadeva Goswami is not like that. It's completely their bliss. The person who is asking, he is so eager, and the person who is going to speak, he is also even more eager to speak about. And we see the whole Bhagavatam is narrated by Sukadeva Goswami so nicely. And then we see also, especially when we hear Srila Prabhupada's room conversation or the morning walk conversation, and devotees, and sometimes even outside people who are not devotees, they also ask so many different questions. And it's so interesting to hear how Prabhupada answers. And sometimes it's very short, and sometimes, because some nonsense question he just doesn't want to answer. And he's changed the topic. Sometimes he just so specific answer to the devotees when they ask, and so interesting and so enlivening when you hear when devotees when they talk. And we see that Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, all are is given in such a way like question and answer, like questions asked by Arjun. So he's asking question and answer is very important, but what kind of question? That is also very important. Not just to, without any, like one time, one devotee was asking after our Guru Maharaj lecture, that Maharaj, What about if it's one temple president and he say like this and not to allow this, that, something he started to ask. Is that related to you? Maharaj asked him back, and he said no. Then just what is the use asking like this, just to show that you are also interested to, uh, you are present, you want to register yourself that you are here. You just ask something so everybody notice that you are asking. Not like that. And this another thing is Prabhupada is mentioned here that Krishna Charitam, Kali Kalma Shagnam. This is several times, 3-4 times he repeats this word in the purport. So is another famous verse also we know. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Iti Shodashakanam Nam Kali Kalmashanashanam Natha Parataro Bhaya Sarva Vedeshu Trishate. So after searching through all the Vedic literature, one cannot find method of religion more sublime for this age than the chanting of Hare Krishna. So here also this Kali Kalmasha word is used. So because we know from Bhagavatam also there is another verse. What is that? Kalair dosa nidhe rajanasya ko mahan gunavar. This Kali Yuga is full of, dosha. So much people are suffering. We are all experiencing. As soon as we get the material body, and so much trouble. Like Sunday we heard that we are, all the time we have to drink something because we are thirsty, we have to eat something because we are hungry, we have to take rest because we feel tired, and all the time. Anadidavika, Dhyatmika, Dibhavdika, Kleshas, and then Janma, Mritu, Jara, Vyadi, all the time, so much trouble, so much problem for this body. Because we are in foreign place, we are living in this material body, which is not at all necessary for us. So, till we are in this material body, we are going through so much trouble, so much problem. So, especially in this age of Kali, Prabhupada repeatedly saying in this purport also, especially in this age of Kali. And we already experiencing it, in our life. Like I'm now 48, and I see that when I was in the school, the lifestyle and people, the way of living, in much simple and much better comparatively today. And they were eating much healthy food, healthy life they lived than today. In this 30, 40 years of this long Kali Yuga, 4,32,000 years, is 30, 40 years, nothing. But even in this time, we realize, we experience it, so much is changed. What to speak? Our after 100 years or few hundred years or 1,000 years, we can't even imagine, I think, Of course, Bhagavatam already predicted what will happen. We know that. But still, it seems like it's going to even worse than what is said in Bhagavatam, They are very much advancing, very much progressing. You destroy all the good thing in this Kali Yuga. So, the idea is in Kali Yuga, people, especially now, is they suffer much more than what they have to, unnecessarily. Unnecessary, anarthas, they accumulate unnecessary things. So, therefore, Srila Prabhupada says that even if they are interested in the spiritual and they go to some bogus people, uh, they are got cheated. Uh, so, what is the remedy? Again, the Krishna Katha, Bhagavatam is the only remedy. Uh, what Sukadeva Goswami and Parikshit Maharaj is discussing, that's the only remedy. So, who will give that? Prabhupada say, our Krishna conscious movement is very seriously engaged to give this Bhagavatam. It's a very important thing. Actually, in the whole world now, except this Hare Krishna movement, everything else is just simply nonsense. If you see really practically, everything else what people do is meaningless. So Prabhupada says it's a very serious thing. Sometimes people, they don't take it because we go out and we chant Hare Krishna and dance and they see we are kind of some sentimentals and then, we are not so serious, we are not so intellectual. People think, Hare Krishna people, what they know, what is this, especially in Tamil Nadu, all these atheistic leaders are, for many years, they spoil. When they see the Vaishnava with Vaishnava Tilak, they mock all the time, they criticize, very badly. So a lot of impact is there among the people. Common people who don't know anything about Vaishnavism, they think that when they see the devotee, they just laugh, they just mock at them. It's so bad. But actually, only people who are intellectual, who have some intelligence, who are little serious about life, that's only devotees, only Vaishnavas. Other than the devotees, nobody is serious about the life, nobody is interested, know what is the truth, nobody knows anything important thing. So only devotees are serious people. So therefore, Srila Prabhupada says that therefore this, because it's very seriously engaged with this movement and it's what you say is being accepted in all spheres of life. All kinds of people. You see, from the hippies, all kinds of people from all over the world. Now Chinese people are so many of them that are taking so seriously this Krishna consciousness, and everywhere. All kinds of people, especially advanced and educated circle. So many times people think these Krishna conscious people, they are mostly, of course, like here we see many of us, they live simple life. After taking up Krishna consciousness, they don't want to make show of, their richness or their. And so people generally they think, these Hare Krishna people mostly poor people. So they are not so much able to earn money. They are not, in good standard of life. They are not able to live in the society with others. So they go Hare Krishna, chant, take some prasadam and. But actually Prabhupada is so proudly saying in one lecture that if you see this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Sankirtan movement from beginning, right from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu close associates, all are great personalities. Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, the great ministers. The Nawab could not rule the kingdom without them. They're so intelligent and so capable. Such a great personality, so powerful people. Knew so many language and so much knowledge was there. And they just left everything. They felt everything is so insignificant. They could just leave everything and they live so simple life. Raghunath Das Goswami. If you see, it's how much money, and you can't imagine nowadays, to earn so much. And he could just leave all the richness, all the uh, beautiful wife, and everything he left. Similarly, Gopal Bhatta Goswami, you see the very aristocratic, Vaishnava family, uh, very respectful family. Swarab Damodar Goswami, Ramananda Rai, he was governor of Madras, is very respectful position. All of them, if you see, these are all great personalities who were, taken of this Krishna consciousness. Of course, it's not only for that kind of people. It's meant to everyone, and especially today in our movement, we see all kinds of different background. We come and we chant together and engage in service because the knowledge what we get from Bhagavatam, that Krishna, he is, the well-wisher of everyone. Sugardam Sarvabhutanam. He is not meant for some particular community people. He is not for particular country. He is the Lord of everyone, Jagannath. He is the Lord of the universe. So, and we realize it and we experience it that how this Bhagavatam knowledge is really is purifying the people, whatever the level they are, and they can advance in the spiritual life if they take it seriously. So the pure devotional service, which Bhagavatam so repeatedly promotes, that the bhakti means should be pure devotional service. Like Srila Rupa Goswami says, Anyapilashata shunyam jnana karmathana anukulyena krishnanushilanam bhakti utama. This is the definition of pure devotional service. And in Nectar of Devotion, we know that the pure devotional service, characteristics of pure devotional service is described by Rupa Goswami. So the first characteristic, Kleshagni, is brings the immediate relief from all kinds of miseries. Agni, every day morning we sing, Samsara Dhava Nalalita Loka. Srila Prabhupada, every time when he refers to this Kleshagni, he quotes this verse because Dhava Nala, the forest fire, the material existence is compared to you are burning in the fire, in the forest fire. It's not so easy to, when forest fire comes, you need really some heavy rain. You can't just bucket of water or some tap water will help to put down the fire. So, what is that? Mercy is a mercy of Guru. Mercy of Krishna helps to put out this fire of this material existence. And the second thing is brings all auspiciousness, Subhada. We see when people come to Krishna consciousness, when they start chanting Hare Krishna, and when they start practice associated with devotees, slowly engage in service, and so they're so happy, they become bright, and you can see the people become bright. Before maybe they are completely in depression or whatever their condition, but they change so much because all auspiciousness comes and it's really burn out all the miseries. And go on, he's explaining that all other characteristics also by Rupa Goswami. And we see that the pure devotional service is, even the moksha is not considered something important thing. Moksha lagutagrata. They don't even, So, and what to speak of anything material? People who are engaged in devotion, pure devotional service, they don't hanker for anything material, and they don't look for any material happiness. So, because they already relishing the higher taste, parantrishva nivartate, as Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, that they already taste the higher thing. So they are not interested. So we have to take up this pure devotional service, which is, consists of the Shravan, Kirtans, Vishnu Smarana. Seriously, then we all of us, all the time, not that only Janmashtami day or some ecstatic kirtan happens here and there sometimes only. We can also be, it's possible, all of us, if we fully engage, fully dedicate, fully surrender to Krishna and fully just hear only Krishna Katha all the time, hear the holy name, hear about Krishna, and then we can also be completely in transcendental platform. And Srila Prabhupada is provided all the facilities for that. 24 hours we can be in Krishna consciousness very easily. If we are really interested, if we are really sincere, there is all the facilities are there. It's up to us how much we are serious. Hare Krishna. So I stop here if there are any question or comment. Yes. This Mike.
Something very interesting in the commentary of Srila Sanatana Goswami from the Vaishnava Toshani. He points out that this Vaya Saki Sa Bhagavan. So why is that Shukadeva Goswami is now compared as Bhagavan? So he's giving very nice answers. He says that he quotes from Vishnu Purana, gives a definition for Bhagavan. You usually know this Aishwarya Samagrasya. He quotes some other verse. Okay. The verse meaning is like this. He says that one who knows about the creation and the destruction, one who knows about the appearance of the living entities and the disappearance of the living entities, and one who has got proper knowledge about what is real knowledge and what is ignorance. He is called as Bhagavan, he says. And Shukadeva Goswami is fully qualified for that. He gives one explanation like that. Another explanation he gives, he says that that the Lord is residing in the heart of the devotee and the devotee is residing in the Lord's heart. So the devotee should be respected as good as Bhagavan. Like Prabhupada also quotes it in many places. So these are the two explanations he gives at why here Shukadeva Goswami is referred as Bhagavan. That was very interesting.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Granthraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.